All right. So in Arkansas, the Attorney General of Arkansas, Griffin, has announced that he is suing the Chinese e-commerce company Temu to.
I always called it
Toboggan.
Temu until they had a Super Bowl commercial and they said it was Temu. So
I know, but doesn't the like song thing, does it go like Temu?
I don't think they know who they're called. I think it's Smoke and Mirrors. It
is. We don't know who we are.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they're suing for violations of the Arkansas Deceptive Trade Practices Act and the Arkansas Personal Information Protection Act. And so he issued the following statement. Temu, Toboggan, whatever, is not an online marketplace like Amazon or Walmart. It is a data theft business that sells goods online as a means to an end. Today, I have filed the first of its kind state lawsuit against the parent company of Temu, PDD Holdings and Whale Co. Inc. for violating those two acts I just mentioned. Though it is known as an e-commerce platform, the platform is functionally malware and spyware. It is purposefully designed to gain unrestricted access to a user's phone operating system. It can override data privacy settings on users' devices, and it monetizes this unauthorized collection of data. So this is the first of its kind lawsuit to sue this company, at least. What are your guys' thoughts? Have you ever purchased anything from the platform? And
let's just call them Temu.
I'm like, I don't even know. Yeah, whatever. Have you ever purchased anything from Temu? Would you ever purchase anything from Temu? And what do you think of this lawsuit?
I'm still waiting for my salt lamps to be delivered from 6 months ago.
Did you buy something?
My wife did. She said, I bought this from Temu and it hasn't come yet. What should I do? Cancel it. Go. It's not coming.
Try and get your money back if you can.
It's not coming.
I have a feeling here Paul's bought something from Temu. I'm just, this is just a total.
Weirdly, no, I have not, because with a name like that, are you kidding me? How can you take it seriously? Temu. Sounds like, something. Yeah, no. AliExpress, I would probably buy stuff from there before buying it here.
It's the same company, I think. But
Jesus Christ, I guess I did buy indirectly stuff from Temu.
Well, I think there's a bunch of these, right? I don't think they're the same company. I think AliExpress and Shine, which is another one, and Wish.com, they're all kind of the same thing, right? They're all these Chinese-owned mega corporations that drop ship stuff to the US, apparently at a loss. I've bought something from Wish.com before. I've never bought from Temu before. But Wish.com is exactly the same process. You order something, it takes months and months and months if you ever get it. It took months and months and months for me. But here's the allure and why you want to buy from this is because it is ridiculously cheap stuff at generally I would say the stuff that I ordered is probably 80 to 90% the quality of the original. That's the crazy thing. So what I bought, I'll tell you what I bought. I bought watch bands for my Apple Watch. And they were $1 something each. Bearing in mind, you go to the Apple store, these are $30, $40, $50 items, right? They're expensive. And the ones that I bought, I own original ones too. They are 90% as good as the original, but they are clearly 10% of the cost.
Sure.
If that. I mean, less than 10%. It's like 5%. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's the allure, right? Cheap items. I saw somebody report that, they lost like $4 billion in 2023 is what they're reporting. That's what Temu lost in 2023. They lose an average of like $30 per order or something was the guess.
Yeah.
So
but what did they gain in personal information?
Exactly.
Yeah,
why would you operate? Exactly. Why would you operate at $30 a lot on an average order? Why would you? Because shipping is free, by the way. I ordered like 10 watch bands. It cost me like $20 with free shipping. That's insanity. I'm thinking these things are never going to show up, right? No, they showed up.
This is
and they're not as bad as I thought they were going to be.
State-sponsored company.
Yeah.
I've
never ordered anything.
What I will give them credit for, finally, the U.S. government or state government, whatever, sues some Chinese company and they tell us why they're doing it.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was going to go into next, is because if we had this kind of information on TikTok, you better believe you would see it. you would have gotten it, because I read through the actual filing, and like the stuff in the filing is shocking. Like shocking. Multiple reports and forensic reviews. Some researchers labeled Temu app as the most dangerous malware spyware package currently in widespread circulation.
Yeah. It collects everything. I saw some of the security research on it. It collects everything down to not just like location data. It collects precise location data, which if you know anything about your phone, there's two sets of location data, right? There's an approximation, which puts you in a ballpark, and there is precision, which puts you down to within feet.
Right.
They're collecting the precision within feet data of you on your phone. Exactly. That's the really scary, letting somebody have your information data. Yeah. But if they got pulled, so Temu, the app got pulled from the App Store in like 2023, and they supposedly fixed whatever they were supposed to fix, which, by the way, the only thing they fixed were the disclosure, what they were collecting. They didn't change what they were collecting. They just changed the disclosure that, oh yeah, we're collecting this amount of extra data too. I looked at it on the App Store today. If you look at what it says it's collecting, it checks every single box. It's every single thing. It's personal data, location data, shopping data. It's everything that you have on your phone. Images. You're letting them have access to everything when you put that app on your phone. Yeah. Everything.
I mean, and they were talking about like sensitive PII, personal identifiable informational. So, I can't find it off the top of my head, but like some of the information they were gathering, I was like, what? That is crazy.
So what I think that we need to start doing as a U.S. government is we need to start pushing back. So there's a lot of things like on the stock exchange where they're letting Chinese companies list on the NASDAQ, and
they are, by the way,
without having any kind of disclosures whatsoever. They don't have to show do they make money or anything like that. So an investor buys from a Chinese company, and you have no idea if they're actually drilling for oil or actually doing these things. And for some reason, we feel like we need to do this. And I think we need to push back and go, you know what? We really don't need Temu. I mean, like, fine, just cut it off. I would cut this off after this.
Good luck.
Yeah. But for whatever reason,
it's never going to happen.
We won't do
it.
We won't.
Because here's why. If you go
deals,
look at Temu,
right?
exactly. This is going to be terrible for me because now I'm going to get every kind of thing on the planet.
You've just been hacked.
I've not been hacked, but here's the deal. These ads will follow you around like
off.
They will follow you around like crazy once you've been to the website. So I should have probably used incognito mode. I didn't think about that. Yeah. But anyway, if you go here and you're looking for, let's say that you are looking for,
bike
Apple
headlamp,
Watch.
A bike light for a front.
Hold on. I know this one's here. Like Apple Watch straps, look. They have the ones, if you look for the ones that are like, this one, look, almost like the poster child of the Apple Watch. Right? You buy this, $100 strap. But it's $1.97.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Right? It's like getting Americans off this is gonna be impossible. This is like crack.
It's like take my data. I just want to buy the strap for $1.97.
I guarantee you some people understand that isn't even a thing, and are they willing to give that up? I think they're willing to give up their data to buy the thing for $1.97, and they understand that. Yeah. That's why it's all disclosed, right? That's why they're not. It's like that's why it's on the Apple Store with the disclosures. People are like, well, okay, but I can get my band for less than $5. And yeah.
I had a friend once, like, and this was like a year or two ago, post something on Facebook, like, "Oh, I just got this on Temu," and I was like, don't ever." Like, I'm like, if you installed that app, uninstall it right away. Like, but nobody cared about my comment. Like,
no.
I can tell you that from a reputable headlight for one of those Canon lights, which is you have to put them on now because if you're out on the roads, it's like requirement in some states.
Yep.
They're well over $200.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, $6. Here you go.
$6, Bobby.
Like,
get on it.
Not going to do it.
Damn it. Why'd you guys share this website with me now?
I don't know the battery life. I don't know anything about it. I know it won't be good. So
here's the issue. Yeah, electronics I think are a slightly different thing from something like this because you can buy. By the way, if you just go for an Apple Watch, let's say for instance, you can buy a watch that is a 1.85-inch touchscreen watch, right? So it's clearly not an Apple Watch, but I guarantee you this runs on some kind of Android OS or something that's been like customized to look like iOS, right? But we're talking $17. Like
$17.49. Get it right.
That's nuts, right? And you can actually pay in weekly installments. Dude, by the way, these are hooked up with all the creditors.
On $17.
Temu's super shady too. PDD PDD Holdings, they are publicly traded. You can look at them; their stock's done quite well. But they are super shady in terms of they are smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
They are like, so Temu was like incorporated in like Boston, I think it was. Yet they have no actual entity in Boston.
Of course.
It's actually there's this Whale Co company who's out of Ireland somewhere. And I saw a thing where a reporter went and knocked on the door, and like there's nobody there from that company.
And see, to get
like,
listed as a U.S. company on the stock exchange, you have to go through all these disclosures, and a lot of these Chinese companies don't have to do that for whatever reason.
That's
it's not
crazy.
It's not right.
That is so crazy.
So you definitely shouldn't buy the stocks.
Definitely subsidizing
shady.
their product with illegal black market data trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, and illegal items, by the way, too. You can buy if you wanted, like I don't know, like if you wanted like easy. Oh, here you go. Slides are a big one, right? They're pretty popular with kids.
Slides.
If you look at slides, right? If we do, guess what the first one that comes up is an absolute rip-off of an Adidas Yeezy slide, right?
Sure.
For $5. So not only is it like other items, it's basically like
anything that
counterfeit merchandise too.
Here's what's for sure, Kevin. You don't have kids. You cannot buy the knockoff slides. It doesn't matter how cheap they are. They won't wear them.
Depends.
If it doesn't have Oakley or Nike or something like that, just forget about it.
It's done.
Some of these, though, I will say, some of these do have that. They ship legitimate knockoff items. Like I'm talking about, like fully branded everything.
Louis
the original
Vuitton.
retail box,
Prado.
the receipt.
That's hilarious.
I
think I want to start shopping here.
Gucci
Go.
slides.
Look at my Gucci
slides, man. I'm telling
next
you.
week.
This is exactly what they look like. It's like a complete.
I'm gonna be all Gucci'd out next episode for $17.48.
Yeah.
Here's what makes me feel positively about TikTok too. Like, we don't have this kind of details in a lawsuit filing on TikTok. They're just like, be scared of it because it's from China.
Right.
But TikTok is also refusing to do these little workarounds that make the United States just go, all right, that's cool. Like, having some weird, like you said, Boston or something. Like, there's really not an entity there. And really, if TikTok would just do that, the United States would probably be like, okay, cool. But they're not doing that. So they're not trying to like skirt the system where they absolutely could. There's like, hey, no, this is our company. We're not divesting or anything like that. Like, if you don't want us, fine, kick us out. But
the other thing I don't like about this, if you ran this in the U.S. on a Shopify site or whatever, the Better Business Bureau would be all over your case every single day.
Oh, yeah.
There'd be like reviews on this thing up and down. I mean, you wouldn't be able to operate.
No.
100%.
But for some reason, Temu can do it. And they don't ship everything. I don't think maybe they have, I don't know what their rates are, but like, I'm still waiting for my salt lamp. I'm just saying, it's not coming.
You may get it. This is the downside because it does ship on a boat always.
Right.
There's no air freight from China. They're shipping it in these, in massive containers where it's like super cheap because ultimately they're shipping it to you for free. Right?
They're probably, taking advantage of like put it with the cocaine traffic and everything else. It's like the armed dealers, like they're all in it together so they could save some money.
It'll get
for free
through.
shipment.
Allegedly. Just to point out, I'm not saying that.
Allegedly,
that's not what I'm saying.
fentanyl shipments.
Yeah. It's like, how do you get that deal up? You just put on top of this other stuff.
Yeah. That was Paul's idea, everybody.
I love China. China number one.
Because they have our exact location now because Kevin went to the website. So.
I know.
Yep. They're coming for you.
Us all.
In the heart of Arkansas, there's a story to be told about a company named Temu and the secrets they hold. Promises of bargains, deals from afar, but behind the shiny curtains, there's a darker scar. Temu, 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 you're sticky like glue. They say they sold the deals, but at what cost? Illegally taking data, privacy lost. Attorney General Griffin stands for the truth, protecting Arkansans, the old and the youth. Temu, 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 fields to the city lights, we stand together, ready to fight. No more deceit, no more pain. Arkansas will rise again. Temu, 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 Temu. You're sticky like glue. You're sticky like glue. From the fields to the city lights, we stand together, ready to fight. No more deceit, no more pain. Arkansas will rise again.